Hello everyone, myself Kiran Bhaduria. I have qualified FCAT and CDS five times each and I have been recommended multiple times, and I am here for as a GAT faculty teaching for ND and CDS. Thank you. Hello friends, as we all know the exam is reaching, so we will just quickly revise the preamble and we will go through the questions based on the preamble. Okay. So what is the preamble? As we all know, it's the first thing we see in our constitution. So when we talk about preamble, we all know that it has basic philosophy, essence of the preamble, and many thinkers have called it as the identity card of the preamble. But we will discuss few questions regarding this. Okay. First, what does the preamble will tell us about? Okay. So first thing we will get to know through preamble is a source or authority of power. As we all know, the first line of our preamble is "We the people of India," right? So when we say "We the people of India," preamble tells us that the source of authority or the source of power in our constitution is nothing but the people of India. And as we all know that in every election the people of India choose their own government. So here also the constitution holds the power through the people of India. Second thing, it tells us about the nature of our government. Nature. As we all know, there are words like "We the people of India having solemnly resolved to constitute India into sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic," right? So these all words tell us about the nature of our government. And third thing we get to know through preamble is the date of its adoption. We all know the date of adoption, which is 26th November 1949, and we celebrate 26th November as our constitutional day every month, right? Every year, sorry. Because of on this day we have adopted our constitution. This is the first thing we should know about the preamble. Second thing, what is the preamble? What does it hold? Okay, or what is the source of it? So when our Constituent Assembly met for the second time on the date of 13 December 1946, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru laid down a resolution, okay, and that resolution is known as objective resolution. This objective resolution turned out to be a basic source, we can say, of the nature or the matter our preamble holds. Okay, so this we should know, the objective resolution has been laid down by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru in front of Constituent Assembly. Now we'll talk about, I have three questions. First is when I ask, is it justiciable? Second is it amendable? And third is it a part of a constitution? Okay, so first start with justiciable. What does we mean when we say justiciable? It simply means, can you enforce preamble on the government through judicial way? So the answer is no. You cannot go to Supreme Court or the judiciary and say that you have been abridged of your preamble or everything. Okay. Second is it amendable? So first thing I should ask, what is amendment? Is simply the changes. So is the preamble amendable? Yes, because it has been amended once in 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976. Okay. And in this amendment there are three words which has been added. The first is socialist, second is secular, and third is integrity. Now, as I said, preamble is amendable, but what can be amended? So there is, the Supreme Court has been said that you can amend entire preamble, but one thing which is not amendable is basic structure. Basic structure of doctrine, it is the new concept or the judicial invention, we can say that this is not amendable at any cost. Third question is it a part of our constitution? So let's go through few series of events. Okay. So first there has been one case known as Berubari versus Union of India. In this case, the Supreme Court hold that preamble is not a part of constitution. So in the first case we have discussed about Berubari versus Union of India. In that case, Supreme Court has held that preamble is not a part of a constitution. But then there is a very famous case you all must have heard about, is Keshwanand Bharti versus Union of India. And in this case, the Supreme Court said that preamble is a part of constitution. Okay. Now there is three major case in this series is LIC versus Union of India. And in this case, the Supreme Court says preamble is not only the part of constitution, but it is an integral part of our constitution. So in the third case, in which LIC versus Union of India, Supreme Court said that it is an integral part of our constitution. So what is the basic objective of the preamble? So first thing, when we read the preamble, we get to know about the goal or the ideas of constitutional makers, our ancestors who wanted to build a nation, in which philosophy our nation has been built. The first thing is that. Second thing is simply, when it comes to interpretation of the constitution, some of the articles are very ambiguous. Sometimes it may be difficult for the understanding what does that article exactly says. At that time, preamble gives us the direction. What can be the meaning or what is the direction we should look for the particular article, because preamble holds entire essence of our constitution. So when now we have discussed about the preamble, so I'll just tell you the questions out of which the questions may be asked, what kind of questions may be asked in examination. First, as we have discussed, what is the source of power in our country is simply the people of India, and we get to know about it through the preamble. The first line says, we the people of India, right? Second thing, is it amendable? Yes, it has been amended once, in which 42nd Amendment Act, and 3 words has been added: socialist, secular and integrity. And it is amendable, but what we cannot change is simply the basic structure of doctrine. Okay. Third thing, is it a part of constitution? Yes, it is a part of constitution, but there has been 3 major cases. First is Berubari versus Union of India, in which Supreme Court says it is not a part of constitution, but then there has been a major judgment. There were 13 judges present in this bench, okay, in this constitutional interpretation, and those judges decided that preamble is a part of a constitution. And then there is a third case in which again Supreme Court asserted very firmly that it is not only part but an integral part of our constitution, which holds basic sense of our constitution or the philosophy of our country, which is ready to bloom. Thank you.